Hey guys, and welcome to a very special Jurassic room. We had a ton of information come out over the past, since New Year. So I want to touch on that. I actually have a place to be in a few minutes, so it's going to be kind of a quick one. Although we got a lot of information to jam pack into this Jurassic chat. This will also be the last time really I'm in the hallway until I get this set up for everything I want for editing and whatnot. I'll be returning to the original Jurassic room. So that's why you can hear the axolotl tank going, and this tank up here which has the baby turtles, which I'm keeping warm because it's been almost 20 degrees every day. Very cold for Alabama. So, and now we have Wicket who wants to join. Quiet boy. So, leading on with our first bit of news, and we have some spoilery stuff as well. However, we'll keep it to a minimum depending on what it is. So, first line, we have some basic Jurassic World figures. The basic 10-inch line, I think, 10 to 12-inch line. You kind of see these, they're not very expensive. They're only usually like 10 bucks. Very, nothing extra with them. They're kind of just basic figures. Very little, no articulation. They just kind of like this, you know, they're very popular with Marvel and DC. But we do have some official ones for Jurassic World Dominion. Thus far, we have Blue the Velociraptor. We have a Pteranodon. And then we have these two other ones, which are giving us pretty much our first glimpses, really, at the Pyroraptor, which looks pretty cool. It's red. It pretty much looks almost identical, really, to the Pyroraptor from Dinosaur Planet, I think was what it was called. That documentary, if you don't remember, Patch the Pyroraptor, the one that gets stranded on the dwarf island, where we see Bradycneme and Tarascosaurus and so forth. Cool little documentary if you want to check it out. But yeah, the design kind of reminds me of that, but then again, I mean, it looks fine because it's a red dinosaur. It looks pretty cool. Hello. And the last dinosaur we see is the Atrociraptor Ghost, which it really seems, based on the promotional material, that Ghost is going to be like the main member of this pack of Atrociraptors that we're going to see. He seems to really be the one that's front and center. Go on. No, Weezy. Go on. I just knocked over Devastator Batman. Okay. Moving on, but those are the basic figures. Moving on, we now have some new Ferocious Packs. These are some new figures as well. I think the Ferocious Pack is a new line, but they're kind of just your basic figures, and they have the new Jurassic World Dominion artwork. A lot of these figures do, and the artwork looks pretty cool. It's some of them has more of a bright red, but typically it shows off the T-Rex with some electric fencing in the background and a helicopter shining light down on it, kind of reminiscent of the prologue sequence. And it looks pretty cool. I really like it. It's probably my favorite art on the box thus far of any of the Jurassic World toy lines, so I like it a lot. And for that pack, moving on, so we have the Morrow Intrepidis, which is probably my favorite figure of the pack. It looks all right. It doesn't have the accurate colors. I wish they would put a little more oomph into this line. I think that we've gotten smaller figures with the other when you think of the Lost World or Jurassic Park toy lines, even the small figures got love in the paint apps and whatnot. But these figures kind of just come off to me like more or less. They're not as bad as the Jurassic World figures, in which they were just basically crappy McDonald's toys being sold for $10 a pop. They definitely have better articulation and better color schemes, as well as sculpting. But still, I think there could be a little more added to these figures to make them pop a little more. And Morrow's is kind of a cartoony look to it. I hope that they'll make a version that's a little more accurate. However, we don't know how Morrow Intrepidis will look in the rest of the movie. We've only seen the prologue, the baby version. So maybe when the movie comes out, because we know that Morrow Intrepidis is going to make it into the rest of the film. It's one of Carl Trevorrow's favorites, so hopefully it looks a little more accurate. Next, we have Blue the Velociraptor, which we definitely need another Blue. You know, haven't gotten 100 of those before. Next one is Mirage. It's a pretty cool looking dino. Come to think of it, they actually just had a mod come out for Jurassic World Evolution 2 of Mirage. It's a very popular mod now. So there's that dinosaur in there, that Stegosaurid. Then we have Sungaripteris, so it looks pretty cool. That's also another pterosaur from Jurassic World Evolution 2, but nonetheless, it's a pretty cool looking, decent figure. Number 3 on the list, we have the Smithsonian, a few different things for Smithsonian. And I think, I don't think there's anything else. But okay, there are Dino Kits and Smithsonian thing. So the Smithsonian series, which is something you kind of see, I think, at like Cracker Barrel and in different stores. They're like these little science sets that you can do. And these ones are called, sorry, I'm thinking of the other ones. But this one has a prehistoric projector. So it just kind of just projects, you know, pictures and images, and it has different models on it. Some which most likely won't be in the film, like it has Diplodocus on there. I don't think Diplodocus is going to make it is in the movie. I don't really see a reason why they'd add Diplodocus when there's already so many other sauropods to kind of focus on. Brachiosaurus, Apatosaurus, Mammaliancosaurus if possible. Dreadnoughtus was teased, so not that I'm opposed to Diplodocus, but I don't think it's going to be in the film. Also because it shows Cephactinus, the prehistoric monster fish, as well on there. So, and I doubt they have Cephactinus in Dominion. I highly doubt that. But we do have another model for the T-Rex. Look kind of basic, but cool at the same time. Really, just a solid look for the T-Rex, as well. I think Triceratops. And I think that's all of the figures. There are also some other things in regards to the projector. I think that include their Xenosaurus, but I can't quite remember. But yeah, those are the new models shown on the Smithsonian prehistoric projector. Sorry, and there might be other ones, but you'll see the picture here, and you can see for yourself. Number 4, we do have the Legacy Collection. Continuing, we have the Cosmoceratops, which is a new species, which looks pretty decent. Then we have another Velociraptor. It's more of an orange color, and then we have another Pachycephalosaurus. So, you know, your same figure, same species, but we do have the new Cosmoceratops. Moving on from there, I think we'll go ahead and touch upon this. This might be spoilery to y'all, so I might put skip ahead if y'all don't want to be spoiled. However, I think this is going to be a key story point in the film, sorry, and that is that we have a new figure. I forget the specific name of this figure. I think it's an uncaged figure. So there's also an uncaged Dilophosaurus coming out, but this one is called Velociraptor Beta. So this is giving some credence to the idea that Blue, the Velociraptor, will have a baby in Dominion. So this has gotten a lot of people excited. This would be kind of cool. We've had teases before. We've had the patches or whatever that has Blue with the baby Velociraptor next to her. We also had that tease around Christmas or New Year of the ornament that has Blue and a baby Velociraptor. So it really seems to be a theme going that that Blue might have a baby in this film, and that its name might be Beta. Because it's all in English as well. It's not like a typo or anything, so it seems to be like the official name of this toy. So it really seems like it's set in stone that we might see a baby Velociraptor that's Blue's offspring in Dominion. And most likely, since the figure looks exactly like Blue, maybe the baby is just created through parthenogenesis. So, and it would make sense that she would be created, or that the baby would be created that way, considering Blue has black-throat monitor lizard in her DNA. It's one of the key things in her DNA, and monitor lizards are like the primary known species for parthenogenesis. If you look all that up, so it's pretty cool that that's happening. And there's that toy there. You'll see the picture. Moving on. We have some big news, some very big news from Beyond the Gates from Jurassic Outpost. They have their official Season 2 coming up, and they have partnered again with Target and Mattel to show off. Video. Finishing it before I go. I'll just add this into the video. Anyway, but yes, they're back with Season 2 of Beyond the Gates, and, well, you want to go to her? And they revealed that the Amber Collection is essentially dead, unfortunately. And I'll show some pictures of, I think this is from Collect Jurassic, because I have information from both Beyond the Gates and as well as Collect Jurassic. If you have not checked out their Instagram profile, please do so, because they are awesome. They have tons of Jurassic Park toy news, Jurassic World toy news all the time. So they're always getting the good scoops. So if you check out and subscribe to them, that's greatly appreciated, because they're awesome. And they did reveal that the Amber Collection is basically dead, the 6-inch figure line. So unfortunately, and I actually have let me put this away, I actually have a 6-inch figure with me right now. I have the original Velociraptor, and it's not completely sad. I actually do really love this figure, even though it's basically the blue mold. But I mean, it's very decent paint apps and all that. It's probably one of my favorite figures. But however, the line is going to be replaced with the Hammond collection, which is new. They'll be having the 3-inch quarter. I'm sorry, I'm not good with the measurements and whatnot into regards to toys, but they have they'll match up more with the 3-inch figure line, the humans, and hopefully this means that we'll be getting more human figures. We've actually already had some things which I'll talk about in a minute. I don't think I actually wrote those down. Hang on, boy, hang on. Actually, I do have them right here. However, yes, they'll be replaced with that line, that toy line. Sorry, Wicket, you gotta calm down, boy. And the 2 figures they revealed that will be like the heading up of the Hammond line, the Hammond collection, will be a Baryonyx, as well as a Parasaurolophus. And these figures look pretty awesome. They got a decent amount of articulation. And if you want to learn more about these figures, Jurassic Outpost has their video, Beyond the Gate Season 2, out right now. Link in the description once I get to it. And they look at both of these figures and look pretty awesome. Very decent sculpts. I like the Baryonyx. It does feel kind of like a retool of a lot of the same molds for the other figures, except that they're articulated now. And both figures actually have bend-to-wire tails, just like the Amber Collection, which I really appreciate. I love having a bendable tail. I really like that. They have a very good articulation, like I said. And they don't make sounds or anything, but they are just for collectors. They're very decent. They're about $20. They'll hopefully be in store soon. They did have a pre-order thing going on Target.com, which they sold out of in a day. I actually tried that. I actually have pictures right here where I was looking at it and the Baryonyx was available. And then I refreshed the page no less than a minute later and the Baryonyx was sold out. So both the figures are sold out on Target.com as we speak. But they probably will be in stores very quickly, so you'll be able to get your hands on them. And while I do like the Baryonyx, I'm always a sucker. I like the sculpting of feet on figures. Don't at me on that, but I just like the sculpt. And these figures kind of had that flat, toyish feet. They don't really look that great to me. Sculpt-wise, they just don't look good to me. The feet, you know. So I think thus far, I think the Lost World Parasaurolophus figure is still my top favorite. I love the whole sculpt of that figure. Really looks just like the Stan Winston model. So I think I'll continue having that figure as my favorite. But I do definitely want to check out those 2 figures. But like I said, the Amber Collection line is dead at this point. At this point, it has over 20 figures in its line. I do kind of wish that we had it kind of finished off with the female Velociraptor from Jurassic Park 3, as well as a Claire figure. I think that would have been a perfect way to round out that collection and kind of give it a good send-off. That way we have like all of our main figures all together, because we have the Raptor Squad, JP1 Raptor, Lost World Raptor, JP3 Raptor, Dimorphodon, Baby T-Rex with compies, Pteranodon, Dilophosaurus, Nedry in 2 different sculpts, Ian Malcolm, Jeff Goldblum, or Ian Malcolm, Owen Grady, sorry, Alan Grant, Ellie Sattler, and John Hammond. So that rounds out to about like 19 figures, I believe. And that Dilophosaurus, by the way, is being sold for like $200 now, so it's crazy. So hopefully with the Hammond collection, they'll be able to redo maybe the Dilophosaurus and whatnot, and give some of us who were not able to grab that figure another way of doing it. But like I said, it's a little disappointing that the 6-inch line is going away. It's not a complete loss, because at least now the figures will also be able to be up to scale with the human figures and whatnot, and we still have our original Amber collections to enjoy. I really hope to actually complete the collection of the Amber collection that I can get a hold of that won't bankrupt me. But I do wish we had a round out with the Jurassic Park 3 Velociraptor female to go along with our male Velociraptor, as well as a Claire figure, considering she's also a big member of the series. But after that, I think we would have been okay, except for Roland Tembo. We could have had a really good Roland Tembo figure. That would have been really sweet. But other than that, it's relatively okay that the Amber Collection is going away and we're getting the new Hammond Collection line. I think the Hammond Collection will do better for collectors who liked that older way of going with the figure lines, the scale and everything. So I'm still excited for it, and I can't wait to sorry, I keep admiring this figure, to see how that goes. I'm pretty excited to see how the Hammond Collection takes over. So other than that big news, also check out Jurassic Outpost as well as their Beyond the Gates episode. I'll have it linked down in the description below so you can check that out. After that, we do have the new Dino Kits like I was talking about before, and we have 3 of them. They're like these little science kits that you can pick up. We have a dinosaur swamp, which I guess is like one of those ooze things, those goo sets that kids like to play with. Then we also have there's like a dino kit as well. I think it's like the skeleton kits, and there's like Triceratops, Velociraptor, T-Rex, and something, and a few of those. I'll have the pictures up here. And then we also have a Quetzalcoatlus stem experiment, which I think is the thing you put on the ceiling or whatever, and it flies around. But also gives us a good look at Quetzalcoatlus, which I think is really shaping up to look like it's going to be in Dominion. So that's really exciting. I think Quetzalcoatlus would be a really cool one, considering our first ever promotion for Jurassic World was this teaser footage featuring 2 Quetzalcoatlus eating a surfer. So it would be cool to finally see Quetzalcoatlus in the franchise, other than the prologue, which it was amazing in the prologue. It was one of my favorite species to see, so it would be really cool to see it finally terrorizing the modern world in Jurassic World Dominion. So moving on from that, we do have some pictures here of some new T-Rex backpacks and lunchboxes. These 2 designs for school, they look pretty cool. We also have this new picture from circulating around. It's actually kind of an old one, but it shows DeWanda Weiss's character. She will be a pilot teaming up with Owen Grady. So assuming she's probably part of the DPG or whatever sect they're a part of. And it shows them in a snowy terrain with Owen, and they're facing something. So we'll have to wait and see what that's all about. It looks pretty cool thus far. In number 10, we do have some big news regarding Jurassic World Primal Ops, the new mobile game coming out. Got a ton of pictures here. They also have a gameplay video. I'll link in the description below if I can. I haven't really watched it yet, but I do know the gist of what you're doing. You basically go out on missions, and you have a little dino pound which can step in at some points to help you take out poachers and save, as well as other dinosaurs, and save dinosaurs. So it's pretty cool. And one of the first dinosaurs that you save is an Atrociraptor. I might be butchering that, but it's the one of the giant skull and fallen kingdom the Indoraptor dies on. So it's pretty cool to see that in there. But basically, yeah, you work for the Fish and Wildlife Service, and you save dinosaurs. It's kind of like an extension of what you do in Jurassic World Evolution 2, except you're taking on poachers and whatnot. It's kind of one of those just like action shooter games. But it's pretty decent. Yeah, it's not out yet. I don't know when it's supposed to be out. It's out in the Philippines currently, so if you have like a VPN, you might be able to play it, like I know some people have. Gaming Beaver, Best in Slot have played the game, so you can check out their gameplay. So that's out, and well, it's not out yet for us, so we'll have to wait and see when that comes out, probably closer to release date. Next, we do have a new book coming out. It'll be in the link down below on Amazon, a Topps trading card book of Jurassic Park. So it's a book about the cards, and it shows the complete collection from the original Topps comic or Topps trading card line. It also features new cards special cards that were involved. It basically involves all of them culminated into one book. It's, I think, on sale right now for $22. It's originally at $25, but it's on Amazon. I plan to get it soon. I can't wait to read it. I think it comes out in April. I might be wrong, but I do believe it comes out in April. While the Jurassic World Ultimate Visual History, akin to the Jurassic Park Ultimate Visual History, that one will be out in September. That book will be out. But yeah, the Topps trading card book is on there, and it sounds cool. I cannot wait to check it out and see, because I already actually have the complete trading card collection, so I'd like to see what it has in there. It's supposed to be talking have some dialogue with the artist behind the trading cards and whatnot. I don't remember his name. I might put it down here if I can remember or find it. But it looks pretty cool. Next, we do have a lot of things regarding the Beijing Winter Olympics. Now, we do have a lot of things regarding the Beijing Winter Olympics. On the 4th, 5th, and 6th, I believe we will be introduced to 3 new little snippet clips featuring different athletes from the Olympics who will be encountering new dinosaurs created by ILM. I have this few little transcripts right here that you can read. But yeah, and one was released a few days ago. I've reacted to it. Check it out once everything's up. It's pretty cool. It features Olympic skier. Can't remember her name for the life of me, but unfortunately, her name will be down here. However, she encounters the Blue running through a snowy mountain terrain. Eventually, before she is attacked by Blue, we have Rexy step in looking pretty awesome. Giving off her iconic roar. It's not very long, but it does give us our first little snippet of something for Dominion to be excited about, and we will of course see the rest of them into February. Cannot wait for that. And there's also a little bit of things going around about her design looking that she is green, but it's actually just a reflection of the light. And moving on from there, I gotta get going. We do have the official confirmation. Now, for a while we had some rumors going around. It wasn't completely confirmed, while some people were confirming it, but finally we do have confirmation that on February 13th, the day of the Super Bowl, we will be getting our first official trailer, most likely for Jurassic World Dominion. That'll be the date for the trailer. We'll get the clips, the little Olympic clips earlier on, but by February 13th, we will finally have our first official look at Jurassic World Dominion, and I cannot wait. I probably won't be watching the Super Bowl, but I will stay tuned and wait for that trailer to come out. I'm absolutely ecstatic, cannot wait. At the same time, the official Jurassic World website has changed for Dominion. It features clips, or gallery information, and the date for the movie, as well as a thing to get tickets. So yes, that's officially now changed over to Dominion. We don't have very much more news. We have 2 more things. We have some more new toys leaked. I'll show these pictures here. We have 2 different designs of Rajasaurus coming out. One that's more brown and blue, and one's blue and white. And you can kind of tell it's the same Rajasaurus toy, because they had the same like mohawk feathering and the same spike on top of the head. But that's pretty cool still. We also had this picture I'll show in a minute of the Yangchuanosaurus that was released. So that's also new. It's starting to come into fruition. But the other figures are the Pteranodon. We have 2 new Triceratops, another Ankylosaurus, another Sinoceratops. And then we have new species. We have Megaraptor. We have Iguanodon, which looks a lot like the Dominion Prologue, so that's pretty cool. We have a Liopleurodon, so finally another marine reptile. That's pretty cool, besides the Plesiosaur and Mosasaurus. Ichthyovenator, another repaint of that. A new Ampulosaurus, which looks pretty awesome. Very spiky boy, it looks pretty cool. We have Scorpiovenator as the last figure in there. So Scorpiovenator is another like Abelisaur. It looks pretty cool. After that, we have also had a few more figures drop. But we do have this new picture of a Dimetrodon from for Jurassic World Dominion, it looks like. So hopefully this is the new look of the Dimetrodon. Cannot wait to see it. And we also have this new picture of the Giga. I gotta get going. Of the Giga. And then the last thing is the Jurassic World remote control Jeep Wrangler here. It looks pretty decent and pretty cool. But anyway, I gotta get going. So thanks guys for watching. Stay tuned for more videos. Hope y'all enjoyed all this news, and can't wait to move on with the trailer coming out on the 13th. So I gotta get going. See you guys later. 10,000 subscribers.